Not your average tabletop. Woohoo!
Welcome back to Not Your Average Tabletop. I'm Zach.
And I'm Pepper. And as you can tell from this hat, this game, and that game,
And all of these games,
all
and
of
the
these
dinosaur
games.
egg up on the top there.
yes,
Well, I don't know if you can see that.
dinosaur egg, we can put that right there. Does not come, it is not included in this box.
Or any game.
Or
I think
any
we
game.
found it at a thrift store for $1.
Yes.
It has a surprise inside.
Ooh. Go try to find one like it.
I think there were 3 of them, so we only have one.
But yeah, as you can tell from all of those things, it is Dino-mania. Dino-mania's running wild here on Not Your Average Tabletop.
Yes, it is. And I think this one, hopefully you've been watching the other videos. I think this one will be a little bit later on in the
Yes.
in the whole extent of Dino-mania. We'll have a lot of dinosaur-themed games that we talk about and have some playthroughs, and we're also going to rank all the dinosaur games we've played.
Yes.
So definitely not only listen to this one, but check out those as well. Subscribe so you can be notified when those come out. And we'll also be talking about the movies, and including the newest one,
Jurassic World Dominion.
Yes, and that's kind of the reason why we chose to do it in this month and do all these videos.
Yes.
Because it's one of our favorite themes in board games, I think,
Yep.
or at least one of mine. I assume it's his as well, but yeah, so anyway, getting back, we're
Unmatched, Jurassic Park, Dr. Sattler versus T-Rex.
yes.
Not to be confused with Unmatched, Jurassic Park, InGen versus Raptors.
Which is another game.
Yes, another game in this series of games, which we do not have, sadly, so you won't be seeing a video on that for this Dino-mania, at least.
Right, but we'll see. Maybe we'll get it in the future, because it's kind of, this game's kind of been on the rise for me, or not necessarily just this game, but Unmatched in general has been on the rise for me a little bit, so maybe eventually, but I think at the time when I got this, it was not in stock on the Restoration Games site, so I did not get it.
Yes. So, it is the first impression, as you probably saw in the title of the video, and have been just waiting for us to actually spit it out. We're giving our first impression. We just played this game for the very first time. Not our very first time playing Unmatched, but our very first time with these characters.
Yep. And, yeah, so this one, if you played Unmatched before, some of the sets come with 4. This one comes with 2.
Yeah.
I think we've only ever played it 2-player. I think you can play teams or something. But this one, you would only be able to play 2-player because there's only 2 characters in it.
Yes.
So, yeah, right away I was very, very excited for this one.
Well, it's...
Because there's something a little bit different, a little bit special about this one that was a lot different than some of the other Unmatched. So each one, depending on the characters, comes with little miniatures to represent those characters, those heroes.
Yeah, so here is...
So a typical one is a couple inches tall.
That'll be Dr. Sattler.
Yep. But then this one was the first one with a, what is it called? A large?
Large hero or something like that.
Some special name for it, which is about 3 times taller than the other. Well, Dr. Sattler anyway. There's some of the bigger ones. I think there's like a Bigfoot and stuff, which is a little taller, but not nearly as big as the T-Rex. So yeah, this one came with the first one of those that is quite a bit larger. So that was exciting because, yeah, growing up, we watched the Jurassic Park movies quite a bit, and I think that's why just the dinosaur theme really speaks to us. This is the only actual Jurassic Park
themed
game, official Jurassic Park game. Those ones loosely based on Jurassic Park.
Based.
Well, I don't know how loosely. Very, very close to Jurassic Park as well. But
it's the only one with the actual license.
Right.
Jurassic Park.
Right. But yeah, I was really excited to get the T-Rex to the table. Because we'd kind of I've only really played with Cobble and Fog so far, so we've played some of those characters. And I really like how each one's unique, and I really want to see what the T-Rex had to offer, because his health dial was also 27, which is probably about twice as much health as a normal character.
Here is her health dial, and here is his gigantic 27 health. I'm just going to lay all these components out as I grab them.
But yeah, so I was really excited. How about you?
Yeah, I was not as into the Unmatched series of games as you. I think it even made your top 10 of last year. It did not make mine, but I did enjoy it, so I knew that I would probably enjoy the game, and I was excited for bringing that theme into it of a movie franchise that I love. And most exciting, you talk about this T-Rex mini, but most exciting to me
And
is...
this was the reason that I ordered it from their web store. Is the
Yes.
exclusive.
Yes, this is not coming in every retail game.
Right.
It is exclusive, and that is... Probably can't see it very well. But
We have an unboxing video too, and I think you can probably see
you
it
can
there
check
too
that out.
if you want to check that out.
Dr. Ian Malcolm, Jeff Goldblum, kind of sitting back, shirtless, the iconic shot that you see in the movie
Right.
and in tons of memes online.
Right, because usually the sidekicks come with a little plastic chip that you have to use to represent them, which works really well as well. But when I saw that, I was like, I think it might have even been like $5 or $10 extra, and I'm like, it's worth it.
It's worth it for this little piece of plastic.
Right, because it's definitely one of the IPs that they're using that I really like. Really liked. So
So we got into it, and I will say that it was worth it to get this because it's just hilarious seeing him slide across the board on his back.
with his bare chest hanging out,
Yes,
ready to attack the T-Rex.
Yeah, I think that just seeing that, the image of it, makes it very much worth it. Whatever it cost, $10 extra, which some people might call crazy for a little piece of plastic.
Right.
But yeah, so yeah, we played it, and all these characters continue to feel. I mean, I haven't played it too much, but they continue to feel unique, especially with the T-Rex just being massive, taking up multiple spaces on the board, being able to reach farther than other characters, and these two doctors, Ellie and Malcolm, being able to heal a lot and kind of place tokens out on the board and use those to boost their actions. Just continue to blow me away with how unique these characters feel.
Yeah, I agree, because I wouldn't say I've played it that much either.
Yeah.
But yeah, each one feels very unique. Those two, I played as T-Rex, you played as the doctors, and it felt like those two were really trying to move around to lay out those tokens, because they made a lot of your cards a lot stronger, so that was unique how they were kind of running around, which is also a good thing to kind of get away from the T-Rex, because he can reach
far
two
reach.
times. But yeah, the T-Rex is a lot slower, and he picks up cards at the end of each turn, which is something you have to kind of watch out for a little bit. I haven't played Unmatched too much, but if you run out of cards, you are exhausted and you start losing health. We almost got there. I had 2 cards left at the end, and I felt like the T-Rex was pretty unique too, where he felt slow, but when he did get within range, he was pretty powerful. Because you could kind of boost attacks and defenses as well, which was really cool. I think it lived up for me. I enjoyed this one quite a bit from one play. I don't know if I was out of the ones I've played so far, either Cobble Fog or this one, if you were getting Unmatched for the first time, I might still suggest Cobble and Fog, just because you have 4 characters to work with. Whereas this one, I feel, because you're kind of trying to avoid the T-Rex, it might play out a little similarly and kind of try to play to a longer end game, whereas those ones, it felt like, at least from the games we've played, it felt like kind of you were attacking back and forth. Whereas this one, you did get in jabs, but it felt like there was a lot of running around as well.
I think it, like I said, just with the uniqueness of the characters, it feels a lot different. And since there are only 2 characters, I think kind of the way you play the game is going to be possibly less variable with this set, just because you have fewer characters. And I think, that one, there's just a lot more attacking and kind of things that could happen up in the air, like, oh, I'm going to attack him for 7 maybe this time. Or this one, you kind of like you said, there is a lot of running around and maybe setting up some big moves, while not always just attack.
Right. So, yeah, but I think first impression, I'd put this one, I mean, I'm definitely wanting to get it back to the table, but I'd probably put this one around 8.5, I think. It's still really solid, and I'm really looking forward to matching them up against some other characters, because
so we haven't
done it yet, we haven't matched up any different boxes, but actually, because of how much I was enjoying the other ones and then getting the T-Rex, when I got the T-Rex, there was also Robin Hood and Bigfoot, and I feel like Bigfoot versus T-Rex is just asking to be played at some point. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to mixing this one up, and I think if you have some other Unmatched sets, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm an expert in Unmatched and know, like, oh, these characters are about this good or whatnot, but I would definitely suggest getting this one, especially if you like Jurassic Park.
For sure. Yeah, I agree. I'm coming in with like an 8 to 8.5 as well. I just really Unmatched is growing on me as well. Probably didn't shoot up as much as it did for you, but it's steadily climbing, and I'm really enjoying it. And maybe it's just because there's a gigantic dinosaur, so that's really starting to elevate it. But I think the theme comes across here. Like, when I just think back, I think back to the first Jurassic Park film when Goldblum's leading the T-Rex away with the flare, and I felt that kind of came through with this running around the map and kind of trying to lead the dinosaur in certain areas, and sometimes getting completely destroyed by the dinosaurs.
Right. Yeah, I agree. It did feel pretty thematic for this type of game. I could see how it could just feel like you're moving around and trying to kind of outthink your opponent sometimes, which there is some of that too. But it did seem to come through like the movie, like you said. I think you're right on that one with the theme feeling like you were there running away from the T-Rex. T-Rex chasing.
T-Rex is just trying to go and obliterate, and the other ones are trying to play it a little smarter and maneuver, and I think that really comes across well.
Yeah. But that is Unmatched Jurassic Park Dr. Sattler versus the T-Rex with the Ian Malcolm miniature.
Yes.
But yeah, that's everything there. Like I said, we're doing like you said, we're doing Dino-mania, so check out our other videos on all of the Dino games, and subscribe if you want to see what else we have.
Yeah. See where this ends up ranking in all of our dinosaur games.
Yeah, you're going to have to check out. And granted, one play, I think might be difficult to... I think we've played all of our dinosaur games kind of a different amount of times, so it's... it's flexible list. But as of that date, where do we rank them?
You have to come up with a way to weight that versus how many plays versus how much we like it.
Right. Yes. But otherwise, we hope to see you on the next video. And as always, don't forget to...
keep on nibbling.
On Dr. Ian Malcolm.